Please stop glorifying the bare minimum. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to stop glorifying the bare minimum and how to set standards for yourself, how to attract the ideal partner for you, and how to raise your standards. So the first thing that took me a really long time to understand is that every relationship we have is our mirror. If you always attract people who hurt you, who treat you in a same kind of way, in the same kind of pattern, please go inside of yourself and ask yourself, what part of me, maybe even subconsciously, is attracted to their behavior? And dig really deep. Go back into your childhood, go back into everything that you have ever experienced up to this moment and ask yourself, how did my father treat me? How did my first relationship treat me? Where was this pattern that I now subconsciously seek was created? Where did it start? Do I always have to prove my love to other people? Was there always a man in my life who was emotionally unavailable so that it's now normal for me to seek this pattern in a man? By going back inside of yourself and digging really, really deep into yourself, you can see where this pattern started and you can work with that. Because when we attract a certain pattern again and again and again in different people, there is an underlying reason for that. This is not your taste. This is not, oh my God, I really like people who hurt me. I like men who do the bare minimum. This is because you are used to that. We always want to search the fault on other people. Yeah, they treated me bad, he treated me bad, she treated me bad. Okay, but what part of you allowed them to treat you bad for this long time? Because normally people who have a very healthy idea of a relationship, they get treated bad maybe one time, maybe two times, but then they leave. They don't allow someone to treat them bad for several years. And trust me, I have been there before. I was in a very toxic relationship for years. Then I left this person and I realized that this was just my brain seeking out the same pattern that I have experienced when I was a child. I took the full responsibility for what happened to me and stopped blaming others for the way my life turned out to be. And this is what you need to do. Stop blaming others. Ask yourself, what part of me allowed them to stay this long in my life? Before we start with anything else, I want you to write down a list of all the traits you want in a partner, of everything. How they should treat you, how they should be like, what kind of job they have, everything. And then ask yourself, what of this is a non-negotiable for me? For me, it's a non-negotiable that a man is disciplined. For me, it's a non-negotiable that a man has a provider mindset. Write down a list, a full list, with the intention that you attract this kind of partner that you write down. And if a man enters your life and you can't tick all the boxes that you wrote down, let him go. Let him go. What one man is not willing to do for you, another one will. Maybe even 10 other ones will. The universe is abundant. Let go of this thinking of, if I let them go, I will never find one like them again. Hopefully you will never find one like them again, but even a better one. Stop having this limiting belief of, oh my God, they are the best that ever happened to me. Be curious and ask the universe, ask God, okay, show me how good it gets. Show me that this was just the beginning and from this point on, it gets even better and better and better. Because the most people we meet are a lesson for us, a lesson to seek more, a lesson to ask for more, a lesson to invite greater things into our life and to learn from how they have been treating us. For your brain, being in love triggers the same chemical reactions as taking a drug. You release dopamine, you release adrenaline, you release cortisol. All of these things are running through your bloodstream. This is why getting ghosted hurts so much, because this person, wait a minute. I know that some of you are visual learners, so I'm going to show you what happens, okay? This is you, normal state, okay? This is you. Someone enters your life. This person showers you with attention, with love, with compliments, maybe even with gifts. Your mood is here. Do you see this? little hard eyes because you can see clearly. And then when your mood is here, and this person suddenly doesn't treat you the same anymore. Here. Now you're here. And what does your brain do? Ask themselves, oh my God, what is happening? I want this kind of state again. What do I need to do to enter this kind of state again? Your brain is at this point addicted because it wants this state again. And it will do anything at this point to get to this state again. But what you need to realize at this point is that your brain doesn't know the difference between a drug and love. Because being in love and taking a drug almost completely trigger the same chemical reactions in your brain. This is why when you are in love, you tend to become so addicted to this person because you want this again. I think I'm going to use this more often. I kind of like teaching things in a visual way. So what I wanted to say with this is that when something like this happens and you realize how your brain wants to trick you into thinking, what did I do wrong? What should I do? Stop it and say to yourself, no, this is just the old animalistic part of my brain that gets triggered by their unhealthy and toxic behavior. You need to talk to yourself in your brain and explain it to you over and over again until your brain realizes, okay, this is not my fault. It says more about them than about me. And I'm not going to allow them to treat me this kind of way. And then leave. For the sake of your own well-being, leave. There are other men out there. They are willing to do everything for you. I promise you. Really. When a man tries to approach you, when a man shows you that he wants you and he wants to get to know you, you need to know that communication is the bare minimum. Don't come at me like, yeah, he's always working, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's busy, he can't. You know, I know that people are working. I'm the least person on this earth who is on their phone the whole time waiting for a message. I know that maybe I just answer after 5 hours, after 6 hours. When a man really wants you, he will make time for you. So if a man knows that he is not in the phase of his life where he has the time it requires for two people to form a connection, then he should be honest to himself until he is ready to give what it takes to form a relationship. Because you can't form a relationship out of nothing. You can form a relationship by not investing time and energy into a person. This is the bare minimum. Someone talking to you, someone making sure that you are okay, someone taking you out for a date, someone calling you, someone texting you, someone really investing their time into you, their love into you, and their attention into you. This is not special. Someone asking you how you have been is not special. Someone taking you out for a date is not special. This is the bare minimum. It requires for two people to form a connection, especially for two people to date and maybe seek out a relationship in that connection later. Don't give someone girlfriend or wife treatment if he didn't upgrade you to be his girlfriend or his wife. I'm so serious about this because I see it all the time. There are women in the talking stage and they are doing everything for this guy. Stop talking to other men, ignoring other men, doing everything for him, always calling him, cooking for him, cleaning for him. You know, I have a few male friends, and do you want to know what every one of them said to me? Because I talk with them about all of these kind of topics. Every one of them said to me, if we get what we want too early and without needing to put in any kind of effort, it may boost our ego for a moment, but then we lose interest. Why? Because men are natural hunters. They want to earn what they want. They want to know that they have worked for what they want. If you deliver yourself on a silver platter for a man, why should he upgrade you? Why should he upgrade you? You are already giving yourself away for free. You're doing his dishes, you're folding his laundry, you're cooking for him, you're ignoring other men for him. Why should he upgrade you as his girlfriend or even as his wife if you are already out there giving him everything he wants for free? Simply imagine yourself, you're entering a store, a luxury store, and there's a bag that you really want. and the sales assistant comes to you and says to you, you can have this for free. Would you take out your wallet and say, no, I'm going to pay for this? If you can have this for free? No. If you give everything of yourself away for free, they won't pay for it afterwards. And by pay, I don't mean paying with money. I mean paying with love, with upgrading you as to a wife or a girlfriend, with time, with effort. Let them, please. I almost cry when I talk about this because it makes me so angry to see how women accept this. Please, let them put effort into you. I was talking to a guy once, and I'm a really good cook, I would say. I can cook a few meals very well. And he saw that and he was like, oh, you need to cook for me. And I was like, yeah, I will cook for you. If you buy me a house and a kitchen, maybe I will cook for you. You don't get anything from me for free. If you want wife behavior, make me your wife. If you want girlfriend behavior, make me your girlfriend. But don't expect me to give away myself for free for you just talking. This is the easiest thing someone can do. Being on their phone, typing to you. This is nothing. Everyone can do this. Even kids can do this. This is nothing that requires any type of effort. They can even go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, yeah, write a love letter for them. This is why I'm not impressed by words. Words are not my love language. I appreciate words, I appreciate letters, but it's not my love language. Words, at the end of the day, words are words. You can leave, and okay, I have these words on this paper, but they don't mean anything. If you want to show me your love, show it with putting in the effort it takes. I will make myself a few enemies by saying this, but I have to say it. Stop being loyal in a talking stage. Leave your options open until you are in a committed relationship. Because what you do if you are just talking to a man who delivers nothing to you, no commitment, no love, no stability, and you are out there, okay, minimizing your options by ignoring all the men who want to approach you, who maybe want to give you everything you want, what you do is you give that person the privilege of them being your only option. Don't do that. Leave your options open until someone offers you real commitment. If they ask you, yeah, do you see another man? Yeah, I do. If you don't want that, maybe you should, make me your girlfriend. Maybe you should put in more effort because there are other men there who put in effort as well. You are not the only one. If you show a man that he has no competition, he feels too safe and he stops putting in the effort because he thinks, why should I put in more effort? She's already mine. I don't need to go official with that. I don't need to deliver her commitment. She's already mine. No. I will leave all of my options open until I see real commitment. Do you see Salem? She's blending into my bookshelf. Another reason why we tend to give people too many chances is because we often have this idealized version of them inside of our head, and we wait until maybe someday they live up to that version inside of our heads. This is not how it works. I want you to take a piece of paper and write down everything about them that is real, that they have proven to you, their behavior, how they act, how they are like. And then I want you to realize how much fantasies you have created around the person which are not real. In this way, you really see, okay, this is just my illusion, my fantasy I created around them. This is not the reality. They didn't do this. Maybe, we can't rely on a maybe. We can't think to ourselves, okay, maybe in a year he will be this, maybe in half of a year he will be ready. No, our time is precious. And if someone is not giving you what you want at this time, leave them. And this is another thing. Always be the first one who leaves. I know a lot of people who stay in relationships they don't want, in friendships they don't want, in jobs they don't want, because they are scared to be the one who leaves, because they are scared to regret this later on. No, You have to take responsibility for your life and take decisions into your hand. And by leaving, you signal yourself that you have self-respect. You don't wait around until you get left. You leave. I am always thankful when people leave my life, especially after I set standards. Because if I set standards and I see people leaving my life because they don't want to live up to the standards, I know, okay, they are not meant to be in my life. Know that what's meant for you will not leave you. What's meant for you will stay. This is why it's so important to set standards for yourself. And to, even when you're dating, especially when you're dating, show this man that you have standards, that you expect a certain behavior because you are used to that certain behavior. Trust me, men in their masculine energy will appreciate women who have standards because they respect that. They respect the selectiveness of a woman who doesn't allow anyone to enter her space. And that is what makes them to enter her space, because they know, they sense, okay, this person is really selective. They know what they want and they know what they don't want. They don't let anyone in their life who's texting them a nice good morning message. Set yourself standards and stick to them. Don't lower your standards for anyone. I don't care. Don't lower your standards for anyone. Think about your future, okay? Maybe you're going to end up to marry this person. Maybe you want kids. Think about this. You need to have someone by your side who's living up to every standard that you have and who gives you the kind of love that you don't want. Life is too short for settled things that you don't want, or for settled for people that you don't want. Your life is precious, your time is precious, and your love is precious. So just invest it in people who are worthy of your time, of your love, and of your effort. Stop being envious or jealous of people who have what you want. My For You page is full of wives or girlfriends getting spoiled, and I'm genuinely happy for them. Genuinely, because you know, we all know this person, one person at least, who's like, oh my god, everyone is in a loving relationship except of me. I see couples everywhere. I feel so mad. Don't be like this. Feel happy, because if you feel happy for people who already have what you wish for and what you want, you will attract it into your life. But if you feel envious, if you get mad about it, if you feel jealous about it, you just attract more things to be jealous about into your life. If this thing can happen for someone else, it can happen for you too. If someone else has a loving partner who spoils them, who puts effort into them, who loves them, it's possible for you too. This is how the universe works. If someone else has it, it's possible for you too. If no one else has it yet, maybe you're the first one. There is no, there is no upper line. You can create an upper line in your head by telling yourself, okay, it can only get as good until this point, but there's nothing above that. This is a lie that you tell yourself. It can always be better. It can always get better. There is always more to seek out for. The universe is abundant. There is no lack. Lack is a thing that has been taught to us, maybe by the way we grew up, maybe by society. If we grew up in a financially very unstable home, if we grew up in an emotionally unavailable home with parents who never showed us any emotions, this is where we have been taught to know what lack is. But originally, the universe is full of abundance. There is enough for everyone. You don't have to fight with someone else over something you want, because there is enough for everyone. If you're dating, show a man that whatever he does, you are your first priority. You are taking care of yourself first. By showing him that you take care of yourself first, you're teaching him that he should take care of you too, in order to get your attention, in order to be worthy of your time. Don't give yourself away too easily. If you are busy, you are busy. You're not going to cancel plans with your friends. You're not going to skip your workout. You're not going to skip, I don't know, whatever plans you may have for them, just because they text you, are you free right now? No, I am not free right now. If you want me to be free, set a date, set a time, and I will tell you if I'm free at this time. This is how you should treat them. Don't give yourself away just because they text, just because they want you right now. This is not how you're going to build a relationship that is full of respect, because they sense that you don't respect your own time enough. You don't respect yourself enough. And people can't respect you if you don't respect yourself. You need to give yourself what you want from other people first. Give yourself the respect, the time, the effort, and the love. Invest in yourself first before you expect someone else to invest in you. Treat yourself how you want to get treated by them. This is how you set the example, how you set the standard, and show them, okay, this is how I treat myself. Do you think that I'm going to allow you to enter my life if you're not at least giving me what I give myself? This is not how it works. If you don't add value in my life, you can go away. If you don't give myself at least what I give myself, go away. If someone doesn't add anything positive into your life, but just stress, just drama, just you being anxious, they are not meant to be in your life. The beginning of dating someone should always be really smooth, should always be without any big problems. If you date someone and at the very beginning there are so many problems, you don't get along very well, you're always fighting, there's always a problem, this is a sign that this person is not meant for you. Because especially at the beginning, the brain tends to be in love so much that everything works really seamlessly. But if that's not the case, if at the very beginning everything is chaotic and full of problems, take it as a sign that they are not meant for you. Because in a relationship, what happens to you before the relationship will increase in the relationship. If a connection is already chaotic before a relationship, it will get worse in that relationship. If a connection is already very beautiful before a relationship, it should get even better in the relationship. This is how it works. You are worthy, you deserve everything, and you just need to realize that. And once you realize this, really deeply realize this, subconsciously, you are stop going to give people so much of you who don't realize your own worth too. So yes, I love you. I even wrote it down on my little new thing because I really love this. I love you, and take care of yourself.